Alright, welcome back everybody. This is CryinMo. We're riding around on Pendleton, the armored horse. And we're out here in the desert collection area. This is our sandstone quarry, so to speak. And I was just out here picking up some sandstone and some sand because we're going to finish up the decoration design work on the interior of our skeleton farm. And we're going to basically incorporated in that, we're going to finish out, or we're going to construct an area in which to breed our wolves. And, oops, come on Pendleton, you could do it. There you are, that's the jumper I know. Okay, see, this is our tunnel here that we have going out to our village, and of course we have no bridge or anything here yet, so we're stuck doing this sort of cliff climbing here on Pendleton. But anyway, yeah, so today the plan is we're going to finish the interior design of the skeleton farm. We're going to finish up, we're going to create the wolf breeder, and then we're going to also, included in the design finish work of the skeleton farm is the path leading to the skeleton farm from our bridge, the stairs down into it, and the ceiling inside. I have something else I want to show you right before we get started, but this is where we're at now. So this is our current state of affairs here. We have still nothing here yet. Dog breeder, something's going to go back in there. Parking area for the horses in here. We have to design these stairs, which I think partially these stairs here will be sandstone, which is why I went to go collect those. And then of course we have to finish our little, we have to do a blend of going from our rustic pathway into our official stairway leading down here. And then let me show you real quick what we've got in here so far. Yeah, this is what I've sort of come up with. I used a little bit of the bone blocks here. It's the first time I've used them in anything, and it's a little bit plain. I'm not entirely sold on it, but it's not too bad. It's kind of interesting. If there's not too much, these sort of white panels here. Where are you going? Where are you going, dude? Why? Come on, just hang out. Just hang out. Just be a bro, right? Yeah. So we got some ferns in here. Got the puzzle going in some strange designs. Let me actually show you why I did that. Yeah, I was just messing around with some floor designs. Wasn't really sure. This carpet may really be shocking to you guys. You guys may hate it. I actually just looking at it right now for the first time to see what it looks like objectively with the walls. Kind of ties into the white. I kind of like that. Maybe I can go with some brown carpet, but then I don't want it to look like it's trying to mimic this texture, which it just won't do that very well. Now right here I put some glass for two reasons. One is it's cool to see the skeletons flow under there. Well, that's what I kind of defaulted to saying like, oh, that'll be cool if we can see them going through there. The real reason is I was really struggling with getting the lighting in here without putting up too many torches. I just didn't want to put torches or leaves in the ground here with glowstone underneath. I didn't like how that looked. And the reason is this block right here was always at 7 because I couldn't get lighting close enough without going too much light over there and without like covering it with leaves and green carpet in the middle of grass, which never looks very good. And so I thought, well, glass is non-spawnable, so theoretically nothing can spawn on this block if it's glass, and it runs over our little pathway here. So hopefully, you know, I think it looks okay. It's kind of a weird quirky build, and most of the time we'll be looking at it, it'll be like, so that'll be off, and we'll be hanging out right here on this block, which keeps both of our spawners lit and spewing out skeletons, and then we can hang out here. We can watch our skellies go up. They'll fall down here, and this is where our wolves will go to town. Yeah, they'll clean house. So that's the last thing we'll do at the end of this episode is test it with some wolves in here. So there is one thing I wanted. Did I lose my horse again? Oh man, if I get on you here, I'm gonna suffocate. Yep. All right, here we go. So let's go. I did want to show you one thing before we get started here. A couple tweaks I did to this little contraption's, you know, pathway slider here. This was an ice block, and I was having some problems with the boats when they were shooting out of here, because obviously a dispenser placed up here or on the side would not dispense a boat onto the ice. It just spits it out as an item. And so, you know, I was relying on sort of the dispensers shooting a boat item up, go into my inventory, then I would have to place it. and take the ride. You know, Mo is always looking for efficiency, efficiency things. Well, to a point. Anyway, I found that if I replace this block of packed ice with water, the dispenser, of course, will place a boat in the water. It won't drop it as an item, which is awesome for us, right? Because that's great. So we hit the button, boom, it's ready to go. We hop in, we turn, and we go. But here you're going to see the one other addition I did, which is going to happen. Yeah, you heard it, right? That's my first use of a note block in any Minecraft game, anywhere at any time. I've never used the Minecraft note blocks, and the reason I have it in here, I'll go through here and I'll show you the redstone. When the boat breaks on the cactus, once in a while it'll, just randomly pop out. It'll drop into the water and float as an item. And I won't realize that. I'll walk away and the boat will despawn. I have it set up right now to play a note when an item gets dropped into... Yeah, see? Drop items in. Every time an item goes through this hopper, actually it goes through the second hopper down there, and into the dispenser, it plays a note. And I know then that the item went where it's supposed to go. In addition to the efficiency of getting a boat to be placed right where we want it to be placed, was that when I had the block of ice there where the dispenser was shooting up and just shooting an item out, sometimes because of the spaces that were in the walls here, there were a lot of spaces before when I showed you how I built it in the other episode. I had all this redstone going all over the place and there were open spaces in here. And for whatever reason, sometimes, I guess it was the slabs, but the boat item would drop out of here, it would shoot out of the dispenser and it would disappear behind the wall, and yeah, I would lose the boat. So anyway, I did that at both ends. So that's just a little tweak I did for the little boat launcher. And yeah, I thought it was kind of handy. I liked having a notification of when that boat went into the correct area. So here I am working on trying to come up with a way to do... Now this I'm going to close all in, I think. But here, as you can see, I've sort of got this transition going to the bone blocks and the dark wood. That's an obvious design aesthetic. A lot of people use it because it is very much sort of a Tudor style or whatever sort of visual aesthetic that's going on here. And yeah, the bone blocks seem to, they seem to really fit that. So I thought it'd be fun to do it here, but we'll use them later on for other types of builds, I think. But yeah, here you can see I'm trying to adjust and make these little things here match. So I had to go and grow a lot of spruce wood and harvest that all up. So yeah, I was going to talk just briefly while I finish building here about what do you think? Maybe another film or television program. So again, I don't know the age ranges of a lot of you guys that watch the show. So some of you may or may not be even into this sort of thing on television. But one of my favorite shows is Fargo. Both season 1 and season 2. I think that show is absolutely incredible. So much fun to watch. I don't, you gotta have a particular sense of humor to watch that show, maybe to like it. I'm not sure, but let me know if you guys like that show. I really enjoyed it. I think it's super original, and you never really know what's going to happen in that show. If you guys are looking for something cool to watch that is unexpected, it's pretty strange, pretty quirky, but if you like that kind of thing, you like the Coen brothers, the writer, the director totally captures the Coen brothers feel. So if you like Coen brothers films, which we could chat about as well here a little bit on the show, this is not matching up here. So this has to go upright. I need to get up there to do that. Yeah, so Coen Brothers, as you know, well, if you do watch Coen Brothers films, then you'll know that they have a very particular sort of aesthetic and sensibility, and Noah Hawley totally captures their aesthetic and even does, he does them justice. That show is so much fun to watch, Fargo, both season 1 and season 2. They're both standalone, but they are fantastic television, just cinema, just storytelling in general, characters and storytelling. This is what we got so far. Our little path comes here. So when you come down the bridge, you're cruising off, you can head down yonder to our village, or you can push off here. That's kind of a weird, I don't know about this, huh? What do you guys think? I think these two blocks need to be something else. I have an idea for those two. This looks fairly... Do we have any more sand left? Let me see. Let me grab a thing of sand here just to see what it looks like. Yeah, a little better here. And then this is unfortunate. I think we need to put in some Greystone before we start with the sand. We have to sort of blend it, right? So let's put in, I'm not sure if that's what we want. No, we want a sandstone stair here, and then maybe you know what would be rad? Where? Oh, I'd have to go get one of those. Let's well, let me go. I'll go take a nap and be right back. We don't want any mobs spawning here. Come on, come on. Back to our crazy cool tent. Man, I really like this little tent. I don't know why. It's such a silly little build, but rarely do I do little tiny things that are cool in my estimation. How about one of these? So we could do that. Oh, we could also do... Do I still have the slabs here? We could do that. That's kind of weird, yeah? That puts a little weird spin on things here. So this is kind of an interesting thing here. So maybe one of these could be one of our stairs this way. Yeah, there we go. Let's do this and that. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Well, we'll leave it for now. When we craft this into our river road, which we need to widen just a little bit, or you know, whatever, it's pretty good here, but when we actually dress the riverbank, this section here, I might just carve this out and make the stairway like sort of a nice feature, like a veranda comes out. Maybe we'll even have the water come right up to the edge, and it's like a little I don't know what to call it, like you make a little deck might come out over the water, you know, as all part of this, and be sort of with a little hand railing and, you know, maybe some bushes and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there, but that's sort of my intention with that section, which is why I'm not going to dress it up too much. All right, so I had to go get some stairs for the ceiling because I figured out a pretty good design, I think, for the ceiling. Ooh, that was not intended. Coming down like this, it's a very nice height for walking, I think. Yeah, I mean, this was tricky here to work out. It was kind of a pain. So I think I'm going to try to raise it up at least a block so that when you come in on a horse, it's not going to be super, super cheesy. And we have enough room here. We can raise, I think I'll have to raise this whole, this beam right here, have to come up one. Basically raise this entire, all of this, everything here, including this wall here goes up one. So this white would stretch up one block higher. Now in here, I'm going to remove this nonsense because this is what I was toying with and it's just stupid. So we're going to get rid of this boring nonsense right here. We're going to throw up some quartz stairs, I think, to go around since there are no bone block equivalents. We have no white stairs otherwise. Yeah, so it's pretty simple there, right? Just incorporated, kept the spruce going, and yeah, I think it looks mighty nice, I think. And I went ahead and kept this mossy cobble coming down. That's probably unnecessary. I could make that all glass. How does that look like when we're entering from back here? I guess it opens up the room a little bit, right? So we're coming down, and there it is, and we could have skellies all hanging out there. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like... Might be too much glass. It is time to bring over the wolves, and I think I have some stuff over there to breed them with. So, you know, we come in from the path here, and I put a little sign there. Villager trading yonder. Skeletons downstairs, and added a little grass, a little bush there, and some fences there, just to sort of delineate these two pathways. And all right, so we'll come on down here. There we go. So we finished these walls up. And I raised up the chandeliers here. Still looks better, I think, when you walk down than when you're on horseback. Still got a room over there, and here's where we park our trusty steeds when we bring them down. Come here, wolves. Okay, so wolves come on down here, right? Do they come in here? Come on. Here you go. Come on over here. Come on over here. So now, I don't actually know if they need to be not sitting or sitting. I don't actually know how this rolls. So let me just show you a couple things I had to do too for lighting. I went ahead with torches in here. I put a light up there. Doesn't light anything up enough to stop spawning down here. I put a light in the floor. I didn't like how that looked, and I wasn't sure where to hide light. Yeah, I wasn't sure where to hide the lights, so we got torches for this area. Torch looks kind of good here because this wall turns a little bit yellow as the light fades away. So we could add a torch right there, which brightens it up considerably. But I don't know. I don't know if we like that, but I can leave it there for now. There you go. Oh, all right. So let's see now. Oh, they're going to follow the skeletons up there, huh? All right, let's do it. Let's do a test here, right, guys? So we're going to turn it off here. I'm going to stand up here on the AFK block, and let's see if they actually end up coming over here and laying waste to our little skeletons. Did they breed? Did they not breed? They had hearts? Why don't they... I don't know what the breeding conditions are. There we go. Now we got a little guy. Okay, buddies, what are you doing? Oh man, I wonder... I guess I'm gonna have to close that up, right? So what I'm doing is trying to block those from sight. Alright, so come on over here. We got one guy just going to town. He's killing everybody. What are you guys doing? They just know the skeletons are back there, so they're just gonna jump on them. But look at this guy going to town. This guy's doing all right. Okay, how about this? There we go. Guys do not care, man. They are good dogs. Boy, they know where there's bad guys. They just know. They're like real dogs that way. So I got two of them tied to that post. Obviously, they just want to go here. Doesn't matter if I block this in. I would probably have to put these skeletons, like, pipe them out, like, the other way, like, way over there or something. So they weren't distracted by this. So this might have been a huge mistake right here. We'll see. I mean, they are doing their job. There's no doubt. They're doing it. They just get distracted. There we go. We got another little guy. Got another little guy. Things that, oh, look at all the XP. Yeah, this is great. So we'll see what happens tonight when I AFK overnight, and we'll check the results. I'll let you know next time in the next episode. And we're gonna go do one more thing this episode, one more fun thing. I think it's gonna be in the Nether, and yeah, it shouldn't take too long, and it can wrap up our episode with something fun, interesting. And yeah, so let's go see what I've got up there. And I put a hole in the wall. Yep, this is our wither spawning pedestal here. And I carved out this little spot here. I thought we would go back here and look for a particular area to do a particular thing. And even just making this little hallway, I found the perfect little spot just right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the roof of the Nether. The reason, of course, that we're going to go to the roof of the Nether is so we can make an epic gold farm, because we need gold, and we can get closer to two things with an epic gold farm up in the roof of the Nether. We can start making some powered tracks, because those are very valuable for what we're going to do with all the train station stuff in here. And of course, the B, we will be able to go vegetarian and eat golden carrots every day for the rest of our lives. Well, that's a little ways off yet. We still got to go up there and build the farm, of course, and to start that off, we need to get up to the roof of the Nether first. So we're going to use Xisumavoid's technique here with the minecart and the mine track. This is the perfect spot, and I'll show you why. What you need to do is find two bedrock blocks side by side with at least an opening. It has to be at least one open here and another opening for you to stand up here. And they need to be specifically both at Y level 127. Right on the other side of this is the void and the open ceiling. We place a cart and we place a mine cart. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click into this mine cart, and once I'm in there I'm going to be suffocating inside a bedrock, but I'll start jumping or hitting hitting shift or whatever it is for the eject button that you have mapped, my head will be popping out of the bedrock, and I need to place down a rail, and then I need to place a minecart on top of it. Okay, so let's try this and see what happens. Oh, there we go. We're jumping. Place a rail, place a cart, and then get in. And here we are. We're up above the Nether. That's pretty simple, right? If we make a 3 wide, which we don't really need, but we'll do that. Maybe if we ever want to try to get some villagers up here or something later on, we can. Oh, we can't do that. Yeah, because you can't come through a portal here. Let me see. That's -17 by -11. All right. Well, that matches exactly our overworld counterpart. So let's do this here. Let's light it up and see what happens here. Oh boy. Come on. Oh, the tension. Yes. Perfect. Alright, we're in good shape here. But there is something I wanted to build over here. As you see that just that weird outcropping of rock, that big tower of rock right there. Well, I think something needs to go onto that surface, that summit right there. I think something needs to be placed there. Something fun and cool, and yeah, we'll see what that's going to be next time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had an okay time. This is CryinMo. Tune in next time for some more Minecraft coolness, and I will see you later on.